It is Tuesday, October 31st, 2023, and happy Halloween, everybody. It's really cold today. I got up this morning and it said that it felt like 16 degrees. Um, and if you remember from when I showed you the shirt that I'm currently wearing, I think I showed the video when it came in. I don't remember exactly. Uh, it was short sleeved. So I am wearing two shirts right now. I How can I show you guys that? Yeah. Okay. There's the sleeve from the out shirt. This is the sleeve from the in shirt. And yeah, so this is what I wore to work. Uh, we had four people dress up as ghosts. Well, actually five. And then there's somebody at work with the nickname Pac-Man. So he wore, because this is the cherry from Pac-Man, if you can't tell. Um, so he wore the Pac-Man shirt, and then they were they were there were the normal four ghosts, and then uh, the person that I've been kind of working with on this thing wore like the frightened ghost, and then I basically chose the cherry because, well, it was the first thing that it's the first fruit that shows up in the game, and there was basically nothing else to pick. So, because I got mine last. Uh, so yeah. Apart from that, I'm not really planning on doing anything else for Halloween. Uh, my brother and I asked if, I kind of suggested that we get pizzas, but my brother isn't home yet from work, and I don't know if there's. I mean, he didn't seem the most 100% excited about it. So I don't know. Maybe there's something else more Halloween themed that we could do. I do not know. So anyway, I have a video that went up recently. Uh, so yeah, I was actually able to get that up on time, surprisingly. Um, I could stream tonight, but I really kind of don't feel like it. I'm kind of tired, even though I seem energetic now. I don't know. I just don't. I just don't feel like it. Maybe I don't know if it's because I'm tired or not. It's just cold, and I just kind of want to do nothing. I want to relax tonight. I already did my 8 hours. I don't have to do more work, do I? Uh, so probably work on my cross stitching project. I haven't played video games in a while. I've done more things on my phone than I have on my Switch. So maybe I'll play a video game. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll work on my cross stitching project. Maybe I won't. I actually probably have something to show you guys on my cross stitching project. I don't remember the last time I showed you, but I'm pretty sure I haven't shown you since I started my new color. Uh, so here's what it looks like now. Uh, I don't remember if I showed you guys that I got this done or not. I got the dark rust color done down there, so that's starting to fill in. And then what I'm currently working on is the pale or light gray or whatever it is, like this here, all throughout a little bit here and there, and uh, especially up around here. So yeah, that's what I'm currently working on. There's more. Whoops. There's more around here, and then down in this open area, there's more of it, and then that's it. I already have all of it done in the top half. So all that's left is basically um, kind of down and to the corner. I don't know. I don't know which direction because I I get really confused when watching these videos and trying to record them and trying to say right and left, because it's not like looking into a mirror. First of all, I have to look over here to see it, which is why if you see me looking over here a lot, that's because that's where it is. Maybe I should just put my webcam over there, but that doesn't really work. Um, Here's kind of the only place I can put it where the lighting kind of works out, so that it doesn't have anything really bright in the background. Um, I don't know. I could do better about lighting. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to like stare into a light that's like right behind my webcam. Maybe I would get used to it, but I just feel like that would be really annoying. But anyway, uh, so the other thing is that whether I have it flipped or not, I used to when I recorded old videos, like old Minecraft videos. I say old, but it's like a few years ago, a couple years ago maybe. Um, I had my webcam flipped for a while, and then I didn't, and then I don't know. It also depends on like when I'm recording like a video game. It depends on which corner I put it in, whether I flip it or not. Um, I kind of used that setup for like some Zoom meetings for a while, and then whenever I we my sister and I did a thing for a bit where we kind of coordinated a Zoom meeting for some people during COVID, uh, and she once during this meeting she was like, it kind of bugs me that you're I know where you're sitting in your room, because this was while my sister was in a different state. um, I know where you're sitting, I know where things are in your room, and your room isn't your room doesn't look like that, because I apparently flipped the video, or I didn't flip the video, or something. um, and my the windows were on the wrong side of the camera from where she knew it was. It's like you didn't put your desk on the other wall, did you? It's like, no, you know where it is, and it's still there. But I didn't think twice about it, because I don't know. I'm used to seeing it look one way and then the other, and like I don't know, because right now it looks like I'm pretty sure. Okay, let me think about this for a second. So if I turn this way, then yeah, you guys are seeing it's not flipped on the recording right now. I'm pretty sure. Um, but that means that uh, for me, it is not a mirror. Like when I reach over here, my hand goes out, the opposite side of the frame from what I'm expecting. You know, it's like I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But yeah. Now the other thing, yeah. So like when I hold this up, I have to think about, okay, so like I tried to move my other hand there. Oh, my phone just buzzed. I tried to move my other hand there, but this is the hand that ended up moving. So, you know, because I wanted to point at this thing, I guess, but it was this motion that I did. So I'm expecting to see a mirror, but it's not a mirror, and I don't know. I mean, I don't think it really matters technically. Uh, well, like if I recorded it the other way, you'd never be able to like read anything that I have on my shirt or any books that I hold up or anything. So I don't know. It's kind of an interesting situation. Do you mirror it or do you not? And I guess it really depends on what you're doing. Or like I said, I would just do whatever based on like what corner I put it in, because uh, as I talked about in one of my videos at some point, um, you want to have like, so if I'm pointing like this way at like a 45-degree angle, I wouldn't want to put myself in let's see, in I wouldn't want to put myself in this corner, because then I would be looking out the out the side. But I would be fine putting myself in this corner, because then I'd be looking into the into the game or whatever is there. Or if I change my setup so that I'm looking this direction, it all flips. So you need to be able to mirror. If you want yourself in a corner, in a specific corner, you have to be ready to mirror yourself so that no matter what, you are looking into the frame. Even though that doesn't really like actually make a difference, it just looks really weird if you're looking out of the side of your video. And I don't know. Uh, at least it does to me. I don't know. It's little things like that that you don't realize until you start trying to record a video and you're like, wait, that looks really weird. Uh, there's a lot of things like that that you pick up. Uh, the ability to speak to yourself is definitely an ability that you gain by recording videos. Like, I don't I don't know how good this video journal would be if I hadn't had years of experience talking to myself already. Uh, it'd probably be like, I don't know, I had a good day today. Kind of did some interesting stuff at work. I don't know. It was fine. I guess I don't know. I don't know if that's an exaggeration or not from what a video journal would be like if I hadn't had years of experience talking to myself. Sometimes it takes a little bit of, like if I haven't been streaming or recording for a while, sometimes it takes a bit for like me to get back into the mood, get back into the thinking of, oh, I need to talk. And it's interesting because that's something that we kind of talk about in the public speaking class that I did for college. It's that there's a lot of people who, when they're doing things, when they're speaking, when they're presenting or whatever, they feel like they need something, they need to make some noise at all times. They don't want dead air, basically. So that's where you get a lot of ums and likes and, filler words, things like that, where, you're uncomfortable with silence because you feel like you're the person that is supposed to be making non-silence. I guess. I don't know. I don't remember exactly everything that we said about that, but that was the main idea, that you need to be comfortable with silence, because normal conversations, normal things do have silence. You don't have people talking 100% of the time in a conversation, because then there would be no room to breathe. I mean, imagine if in a conversation you always had to have noise going on. But some people feel subconsciously or something like that's what a talk or a presentation should be. But if you go ahead and listen to presenters and presentations, they use silence really effectively, and usually they can do a pretty good job of using it to really accentuate the point that they're trying to make. And it's it's I don't know, it's just some weird quirk of human psychology that when you're the one that's supposed to be talking, you're supposed to always be talking. But I don't know. And like I said, with streaming, the first thing the first thing you realize is, I need to be talking, and then you also start to realize that, I don't need to be talking all of the time. Uh, I just I've been trying really hard in this part of the conversation not to do ums, but you just heard one there, so great. Where was I? So, yeah, I kind of forgot my train of thought. I don't know. Talking to yourself is a skill, and you learn it very quickly when you try to stream a lot and nobody's there to talk to you. uh, I don't know. A lot of times you can tell a story with silence, sometimes more effectively than you can by talking, which is kind of weird. But anyway, I don't know. I don't really have. Was there a point in what I was trying to say? There probably was. I'm a little chilly. I might have to go grab a blanket, or the one that's like sitting right there. I enjoyed my public speaking class in college. I was surprised about how well I did. And it's weird that, for certain things, I didn't feel nervous about them. For certain things throughout my life, I mean, I didn't feel nervous about them until I actually started doing it. Like these presentations, I didn't want to work on the presentations that I did. I could have probably uh, done a better. Well, I don't know. I could have spent more time on them, I guess, would be the thing to say. Um, I just ummed again, and I don't know why I'm actually thinking about it now. Well, for just talking like this, I think it's fine. When you're doing a presentation and you already know what you're going to be talking about, it's okay to leave silence for you to think of things. But here, I'm trying to come up with sentences while I'm talking. So there are going to be times where the sentence machine in my brain uh, hits a snag for a second, and then I have to sit and think about what I'm going to say next. And sometimes that requires a little extra thought, especially if I'm trying to make a point or a coherent statement of some sort. So now I'm going to try not to for the rest of this, which hopefully is not very long, and we will see how effective that is. But you can already see that I am talking differently because I am thinking more about every word that I am saying. Or thinking less about every word that I'm saying. I am not exactly sure. So, I could have spent more time on them because I was kind of nervous about dealing with them, and I didn't really want to. I don't know. There's some reason. There was some sort of like I'm putting this off because I'm nervous about it, but I wasn't really nervous until I got up there to actually do it, which is weird because I didn't. I am not. I get nervous about public speaking, but I wasn't really expecting to be nervous for this. It was more like everybody else was nervous, and you could kind of tell, and kind of like that, where it was like, oh well, I really should be nervous about this, and now that I'm standing up here, I probably should be, but like not consciously. That's not what my brain was doing. Uh, See, I started. Well, whatever. It's like I said, it's fine. This is not a public speech. This is me trying to come up with things to talk about. uh, so I wasn't really nervous until I actually got up. Well, I don't know. I was definitely nervous for it, and far more nervous than I expected to be, which is weird because I would have expected myself to be nervous, and then leading up to it, I wasn't nervous, so I wasn't expecting to be nervous, and then I stood up there, and then I was nervous. But I did a good job. I got a really good grade in that class, and it was also an honors class. So the bar was like slightly higher for us, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. I heard from some of my friends that the bar is very low for the general population class. So I think the bar was probably significantly higher for us honors kids, honors students. And I did pretty well in that class. So but yeah. Like I said, I probably had a point about this. I'd like to think that my my streaming helped. I just again. I don't know. I wasn't even that hard on myself when I was actually doing the speeches, but I'm just it's just so obvious now, and I don't know why. So I will, like I said, I will try to not I would like to think that my experience with streaming helped me in the public speaking class that I did. But I do not know if that is actually the case. But it makes sense, right? Because I've had experience just basically talking to myself about whatever is happening in front of me. So, spontaneously. So the idea of being able to prepare ahead of time and already know what you're going to say, it's like, hey, that's even easier than what I've already been doing. But at the same time, it's much more higher stakes. Much more higher stakes. The stakes are much higher stakes, not much more higher stakes. Really, English is difficult. But I don't know. At the beginning, I think I was pretty nervous to stream, and then I wasn't anymore. The number of ums that I have in a video, or like per the per minute density of ums, probably says something about how my day's been. If I had to guess, that would be interesting to see the statistics on that. Maybe the days that I have more higher density are days. Let's see. Short videos would probably have a lower density because I probably have like 5 seconds before I start the recording to think about things that I've done, which then kind of gives me an idea of what I'm going to talk about, so I have to less. And longer videos probably have more towards the end of them. Ha 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 ha. Because I've already run out of things that I intended to say, and I don't really intend to say things usually. But I've already run out of things to say, so I just say whatever comes next, and then the ums kick in there. I feel like saying also helps me think of the next word faster. Like when I'm here trying not to say I just my brain stops, and focuses on not trying to say But then when I say then my brain is like, oh, this is the part where we find the next word to say. But I mean, like I said, it's all different for public speaking. For public speaking, you should already know what you're going to say next, pretty much. And if you don't, then you need to practice once or twice more. That's kind of why you do practicing for those things. So anyway, I don't know. I'd be interested in seeing density statistics from this stuff. But that's a problem for a future day, so goodbye.